What?
Hello? Hello?
Who the fuck are you and what the fuck do you want?
I'm just a kid. I want to rent a movie.
Rent a movie?
Where's the other guy? He's not out here.
Yeah, Roger ain't out there. He's busy. He's busy back here working with me.
So, can I rent a movie?
Something to rent. Yeah, I got you. Hang on. I got you something. There you go. Here, take this right here.
Yeah. This'll work.
Yeah, you enjoy that.
Thank you.
Sweet dreams. Now, go off. Kids, they suck.
That shit is not funny. I told you not to attack me with chainsaws. Jesus Christ. So hard to find good help these days. Oh, hello, internet fans, and welcome to 3B Video. I'm your host, Rottin Roger DeMarco, and today we're going to be talking about David Duchovny's 1987 film, Creepozoids. Creepozoids! Alright, so for those of you who don't know about this video store staple, here is your plot synopsis. The year is 1998. The world has been nuked, and a small group of survivors, including Linnea Quigley, find a place to survive. Then they're attacked by government experimental giant rats and a weird monster thing. That's pretty much it. Not a lot going on under the hood with this one. But before we get into my overall thoughts of the film, first, let's take a look at Rottin Roger's Splatter Facts. We have 6 dead bodies. We have 2 titties, 1 bush, stock footage storms complete with acid rain, apocalypse rats, soapy shower sex, a whole shitload of vent crawling, gratuitous corpse finding, laser Uzis, multiple mutant rat attacks, rubber suit monster mayhem, warehouse hide and seek, and mutant baby birthing. Yeah, that's a thing that happens in this movie. The methods of death include, and basically are limited to, off-screened, fuckers, clomped, melted, gooed. 2 different degrees of melty. There's melting and there's gooing. You'll see the difference in the film when you get here to the part where the goo and the melting, then you have to differentiate which one is which. Let me know. Mutated and eaten, Yaphet Kotto style. Alright, so now on to my overall thoughts of this film, guys. To me, this is the perfect example of the full moon video store takeover. For an example, it has fantastic cover art that draws you in. The movie itself is a very low budget, cheap, effective film that has monster mayhem. It has the right amount of nudity. It really kind of captures everything that it means to want to rent a movie on a Friday night. I'm a big fan of the dudes in rubber suits monster subgenre. Quite clearly, it's just a dude in a suit stomping around. Meow, meow. But there's something so intriguing about it and charming about it that reminds me of 50s and 60s monster films. The only difference is that these films kind of ramp it up for that video store audience and throw in a couple of boobs and, you know, the occasional bush, fountains of blood shooting out of someone's neck, throw in some mutant rats for good measure. This is just a really fun, silly movie that knows exactly what type of film it is. It approaches the subject matter very seriously, but this is one of those films that was created on a shoestring budget over a matter of days, and you can tell that everyone involved had a great deal of fun making this movie. It's kind of this filmmaking by any means necessary mantra, which is a lot of the stuff that we champion here on the channel, is these films that came and went in the video store, and hopefully some of you were lucky enough to see them back in the day. Just a wild, silly monster film. It's fast-paced, it doesn't take very long to get to the action, so if you happen to have a short attention span and you're wanting the monster action to happen as quickly as possible, this is the route you want to take. It's a condensed run time, so the monsters get at you within probably the first 10 to 15 minutes. There's also nudity within the first 20 minutes. It's that standard formula for a direct-to-video horror film that Charles Band knows all about. So if you're a fan of that Charles Band titties out and blood out style, this is perfect for you. This film was shot in 12 days, so that kind of lets you know the style of run and gun filmmaking that was running rampant at this time, because people were just in a hurry, in a rush to get as many titles on the video store shelves as possible. And some titles suffer because of that quick turnaround time, but this is not one of them. You know how some things can feel really cheap? This film does not. This film feels like it was a labor of love. This is one of those very average plot devices, especially for a film shot in this short of a period of time, where you have a group of people finding some sort of sanctuary, some sort of safety, a building, and hunkering down. In this film, they're hunkering down because the outside elements, bringing acid rain and things like that, it's the end of the world, they need a place to stay. They find this military warehouse, essentially. It's just a military warehouse. They find it, it's stocked with food, it's got hot water, yada yada. The only problem is that there are military experiments in there, government experiments. So there are mutated monster things, mutated rats, all kinds of weird weaponized creatures in this warehouse. So you have this group of survivors holding up in this building, attempt to battle these monsters, these mutants. And it's a smart way to make a movie when you only have X amount of dollars and X amount of days. Keep it in one spot and use the shit out of your location. Explore every nook and cranny. You know, like Die Hard. One thing about this film that is worth noting is that this movie does give Linnea Quigley a little bit more to do than just be a nubile young woman. She's certainly cast as a person who has no issue removing her clothes, but in this film, they actually cast her as kind of this super tough, badass, snarky military lady. So she doesn't take any shit. She has a couple of fight scenes, and albeit she does have a nude scene. Shocked, I know you're shocked that Linnea Quigley takes her clothes off in this film. Linnea Quigley's, but she does get to shine. She gets to have a little bit more to do on camera other than take her clothes off, and that's fantastic. Here at 3B Video, we hail the Scream Queen. The main creature in this film is another super positive for me. I really like the design of this creature, albeit it's slightly derivative of the H.R. Geiger Alien design, but I think all films that came out after Alien kind of had to take a little something from Alien. It's the definitive Alien film, so creature design sort of went in that Geiger direction. This suit is cool. It's a little different from an Alien. You know, it has a big bulbous head, but it doesn't have the protruding mouth and things, but I really enjoy the design of this monster. It's intimidating. It's a little silly at times. Again, a total throwback to that 50s dude in a suit monster, you know, where you just kind of feel like everybody walks like this. It's supposed to be scary, but it's fun as fuck. There's a lot of moments in the film, though, that pay tribute to one of my all-time favorite horror movie tropes, which is the old let's split up. You know, there's a lot of, what was that noise? I'm gonna go check it out. The generator stopped? I'm gonna go fix that. Showers are working? I'm gonna go take a shower. Hey, we heard the monster. You guys go that way, I'll go this way. We'll head him off. No, you're gonna get your head him off. That's what's gonna happen. Even the music, just hearing the music to this movie brings a smile to my face. It makes me happy. It makes me remember what it was like renting movies like this. I feel like the score to this movie should be on like a montage of people renting films. There's a very certain vibe to this movie that makes me feel like a 10, 11-year-old kid again. I can't thank the Full Moon label enough for making films like this. It's kind of everything that I've ever wanted out of life. It's just a cheesy monster, a couple of boobs, you know, get a pizza and have a soda and just have a good time with your friends, with us at 3B Video. But you know, in my personal opinion, this movie is 100% popcorn as fuck. Because this is just a really wild, fun, silly movie that gives you the giggles. You know, this is one of those perfect storms when it comes to a video store direct-to-video release. You have these crazy creatures, you have silly gore, you have beautiful naked women. It's all of the things that you want as an adolescent boy and as a full-grown man. You just want to have a good time, you want to laugh, enjoy a silly creature feature, as it were, then this movie is right up your alley. I mean, this movie is not award-winning by the rest of the world's standards, but here at 3B Video, this B movie is the movie. But I suppose I should probably get going, because after all, there's a lot of movies out there. Somebody's got to watch them. So why not me? right? All right, asshole, you fucked up. You brought a chainsaw to a gunfight.